Attorney Jane. I am going to go through the process of submitting an entry for the DV lottery program. This is because I have had a couple of people reach out to me for assistance, and I really cannot help everyone. So I'm doing this video, and hopefully it would be helpful to you. The first thing that you would want to do would be to go to dvprogram.state.gov. You will scroll down to the section where it says begin entry. For the purposes of demonstration, we are going to be using a Jane Doe, okay? So once you click on submit an entry, you will be taken to a screen where you would have to authenticate by entering these codes. Okay. Once you enter the code, you will be taken to the entry form. The first thing would be for you to enter your last name. And then your first name. If you have a middle name, you would have to enter it. If no middle name, you have to click no middle name. You would have to enter your gender or your sex. In this case, Jane Doe is a female. Jane Doe's date of birth, we are going to keep it at December 30th, 1994. Enter birth city only. Do not enter district, county, province, or state. So you would have to enter the city where Jane Doe was born. We're going to keep it at Accra, okay? And then the country in this case would be Ghana. Country of eligibility for the DV program. Usually the country of eligibility is going to be your birth country. And so the answer is more than likely going to be yes. If it is different, you would have to select no and then go on to select the country where you're claiming eligibility. The next thing would be to upload your photograph. Because this application is online, you must have already saved your passport picture online. You would go to choose a new photo, and then you would go ahead and submit your photograph, okay? And then you would hit upload. Once it is uploaded, you would have to enter your mailing address. In this case, I'm going to use my office address as the address for Jane Doe. Once the address is entered, you would have to go on to specify where you live. Here, we're going to say Jane Doe lives here in the United States, and then put in Jane Doe's phone number, email address, and then indicate Jane Doe's highest level of education. In this case, that would be, let's say Jane Doe graduated high school but does not have any degree, okay? Um, we have to move on to indicate Jane Doe's marital status. Let's keep it at married, and Jane Doe's spouse is not a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident. The next thing would be to indicate the number of children that Jane Doe has. We're going to keep it at 1, okay? And then we will hit continue. Once we hit continue, we are taken to the next part of the application or the form. We would have to enter the name of Jane Doe's spouse, and she indicated that she is married. We are going to keep the name of the spouse at John Doe. And then the date of birth, sorry, we will keep it at July, let's say July 1st, 1980. In this case, the spouse is a male, and we have to enter the birth city. So let's say the birth city will be Kumasi, also in Ghana. Next thing will be to upload the passport picture for John Doe. So we go through the same process. Let's just use Jendo's picture because this is just for demonstration purposes. Once the passport picture is uploaded, we have to go ahead and enter the information for the children or the child. In this case, the child, we would keep it at James Doe, and then no middle name. Date of birth would be, let's say, May 9th, 2004. The gender will be male, and then the city of birth would be, let's say, Accra. The country of birth would also be Ghana. And then we would have to go ahead and upload a passport for James Doe as well. So essentially, we're going through the same process that we went through for Jane Doe. We're going through the same process for John Doe and also for James Doe. Once that is done, we will hit continue. We do have an error, so that tells us to go back and look at our application. Okay, so we forgot to indicate whether John Doe has a middle name or not. And so we will go ahead and check that off to let them know that John Doe does not have a middle name. Okay, so then we go back down and then we hit continue. Once we hit continue, we are taken to the final part of the application process where we get to review and make sure that every information that we have in there is correct and how we want it to be presented. And then once everything checks out correctly for us, we would go ahead and hit submit. I am not going to hit submit because this is just for demonstrative purposes. And so once you hit submit, you will be taken to a screen where you would see a confirmation number, which you would have to either print out or save so that you would be able to use it to check once the results are out. Okay. I hope this helps you.